Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another pick a card reading for you, and this one is all about your spiritual gifts, talents, and psychic abilities. So yeah, if you're ready to find out what your spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, and talents are, then cast your gaze over these 4 beautiful piles here and 4 beautiful crystals, and use your intuition to intuitively select the pile that is calling out to you. Now, you could be drawn to more than one pile, which is absolutely a-okay. If you are, that just may mean that you may have more than one message that is meant for you, okay? So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. And so please, if you need time to meditate, feel free to pause the video and meditate on your pile, and I will leave timestamps below so you can easily access and select your pile, and I will see you at your pile, guys. Hello pile number 1. If you chose this beautiful crystal here, this is your reading all about what your spiritual gifts and talents and psychic abilities may be. Now I hope you guys can get situated. I hope you guys can hear me. I have some meditation music playing in the background. Alright, but maybe I can turn it down just one notch here. Just because, yeah. I just want to make sure that you can hear me and you can't hear other people that are downstairs at this time. So, before I get started with this reading, I want to roll my astro dice here to kind of see what energy we're working with, what house your spiritual gifts and talents may be connected to and things like that. Okay, so Spirit, please, for pile number 1, what are their spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, and talents for pile number 1, please, Spirit? So we have the 8th house, Neptune, and Aquarius. So wow, some of you could be Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. You could have Aquarius in your 8th house in your natal chart. You could also have Neptune in the 8th house, alright, but Neptune definitely deals with you know, dreams, spirituality, illusions, things like that. And having Neptune in the 8th house is a very psychic and spiritual placement. And Aquarius as well is all about Aquarius is like the sign that reminds me of humanitarian and just overall wanting to help humanity, right? It's just like a sign that is really dedicated to helping humanity, and even as well as bringing about change and very innovative and things like that. So that's really interesting. But with Neptune in the 8th house, you definitely, I think, have connections to the spiritual realms. But we are going to look at the cards for further clarity here and further messages. So let's see, what do I want to start with? I want to start with this. So it says transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. So you guys have a very beautiful soul. You could be light workers. But I feel like in this lifetime, you're going to go through some kind of transcendence where you are going to level up in your consciousness here. You're going to transcend past your mind's limitations. And when you transcend past your mind's limitations, that's when you truly allow yourself to accept your spiritual gifts and use your spiritual gifts, talents, and psychic abilities to their fullest potential. All about transcending. So for your tarot cards, let's take a look. We have the Unknown card here, which to me, okay, I need to become a little bit more familiar with this deck because this is the first time that I'm pulling this card. But to me, this kind of gives me High Priestess vibes, right? So I feel like you have a really strong intuition and you could be really connected to your intuition. But I also feel like in times of unknown, you transcend in a sense, like past your mind's limitations in times of the unknown, and you just believe in yourself and you follow your intuition, and that's what ultimately leads you to abundance, prosperity, and helping others. So we have the Five of Pentacles here, and then we have the Five of Cups, the Magician, and we also have the Six of Cups. So you are definitely a manifester, that's for sure. And you might even, I mean, you know what, this is giving me like childhood trauma vibes. Like, I feel like you might have had some childhood trauma. I feel like you might have gone through some hard times in your childhood, and because of that, you've become very like, maybe empathetic. You could be an empath, right? But I also feel like you kind of transcend through the limitations that were put upon you as a child to make sure that you are doing all you can to better yourself in your adult life. You're really manifesting. You could even work with children as well. It's something that I get here with the Six of Cups. You could work with children. But I feel like you are that person that comes in when people are feeling like hopeless. They're feeling lost. They're feeling hopeless. And it's like you show them the way. You show them how to transcend past their limitations in life to get abundance. You help them work through their hardships. And you tell them, you know, yeah, the unknown right now may seem really scary. It may seem tough. But you can push past this. And you can manifest the life of your dreams. It's like you're holding this crystal ball to them. And you can show them that their future is brighter than how they're feeling in this very moment. It's like you have a bright way of looking at the future that makes people have hope, because you're like the light. You shine light in the darkness when people are feeling really lonely, lost, unstable, and you bring like a sense of stability in their life almost. And with the Magician, I truly feel like you can manifest whatever your heart desires when you choose to look past your mind's limitations. And that's a huge spiritual gift of yours. You probably have to heal a lot of childhood trauma though. I do feel like there is this indication of needing to work through whatever it is that you went through in your childhood. You could even be a motherly figure to a child as well. You might have a daughter, or just any child, but you might even show the way for those younger, like a mentor for those who are younger than you and they look up to you. You help guide them. You shine this light, you guide them down their path. You're like a leader, a guide. And since we do have cups, some cups energy, you could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Could also be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, because we have Pentacles showing up as well. But let's look at your oracle cards to get further clarity on this message. So we have compassion and we have boundaries. Yeah, so you guys have a lot of compassion for other people. One of your spiritual gifts is how much compassion you have in your heart. And maybe you weren't always this way because you did go through some dark times, or you might have gone through something where you might have felt like you lost compassion, but ultimately I feel like you have so much compassion in your heart to give that it's truly such a gift that shines through. And we also have boundaries here. So for me, I feel like you're really good at setting boundaries. Now, you might not have always been this way because we do have Neptune showing up here, but I feel like throughout your life you've learned how to set boundaries. And just setting boundaries in general is going to help you, especially when it comes to using your gifts, because I feel like you are an empath. You take on the energy and the emotions of other people, and sometimes you may mistake that energy and those emotions as your own. But setting boundaries and making sure you let go of the pain that is not yours, the emotions that are not yours, it's ultimately going to help you a lot, and you may even help others learn how to set boundaries as well. We also have here pain and cleanse. Yeah, so like I said, I do feel like you might have gone through some hardships in life, but I also feel like you're able to really cleanse that pain. Yeah, so I feel like you guys have gone through a lot of pain, hardships, struggles in your lifetime, and perhaps people like look at you and they think, wow, they carry themselves so well. They really know how to just like let go of the pain. I feel like that's a gift of yours. You're able to even take people's pain away. It's like you're able to cleanse people's pain and their hurt. You're so compassionate. It's like you're just able to just take their pain away. But that's why you're needing to set such strong boundaries, because you take on this energy and the emotions of those around you, and without those boundaries it can take a toll on you, honestly. But I do feel like you're able to cleanse the pain of others, and you're able to cleanse your own pain easier than most. And now I don't want to say that it's easy, right? But you make it look so easy, whether you feel like that or not. I feel like people look up to you as like a guide or a leader because you make healing look easy. Now we also have, so it's funny because we rolled Aquarius over here, but we also have Aquarius again showing up with I know. So I definitely feel like you could have some Aquarius placements. We also have Libra, I balance. You could be Libra, sun, moon, or rising. And then we also have part of fortune, increase. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you really are able to manifest whatever it is you want. You can like increase your abundance easily. I feel like your part of fortune in this lifetime is really connected to your soul's mission as well. You may be able to help balance the emotions of others. You also may bring balance to situations. So you could be like that mediator in situations where people look to you to help them, you know, solve a problem or balance out a problem. And I definitely do feel like you have a big, good, compassionate heart that who just wants to see humanity come together as one and just heal and bring good to those around you is really what I'm sensing. Now, for your past life card, we have High Priest or Priestess. So, yeah, guys, in your past life, you were a High Priest or Priestess, and you brought some of those gifts over with you to this lifetime, to this life. So you definitely are in tune with your intuition. You are able to probably talk to the spiritual realm if you wanted to, but you have lots of spiritual gifts. And then we also have books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So perhaps you love to read. You might get lost in books. You may also be a writer. You may have this gift of writing a book that helps someone in one way or another. Something about books that just really helps you in this lifetime and is part of your spiritual gifts and psychic abilities. Oh, we have Knights. Loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. So you're really honorable. People probably confide in you. They trust in you. They know that you are loyal. You may have a romantic side as well. And we have Advocate. Inspires you to put compassion into action. Yeah, you're an advocate. like I said, I really do feel like people look up to you. You're an advocate for those who might have gone through similar situations as you did. You know, maybe you are able to look at negative situations you've gone through and you find the lessons in them, and you become this voice for others who have gone through similar situations. We also have dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So you could have an artistic side to you. You may enjoy art. You may create something with art. You could be an artist. You may find healing through art. You may heal others through art. However art resonates for you or with you. And then we have mystic. Yes, you have an intimate union with the divine. You guys, you are a mystic. You are a high priestess, a mystic. That is beautiful. Lots of spiritual gifts. So now we have vitality, and we also have ritual. And now this also has Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as well as Leo. So I do feel like you could probably... I'm getting like witchy vibes. You're a very strong and determined person, but I'm really getting like you might do rituals. Like you could even do like herbal, like work with herbs and stuff is something that I'm thinking of. So that could be just something to pay attention to, and maybe you work with herbs. And now we also have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper, and power places, lay lies, trust where you're led, activated earth. Okay, so you could be star seeds. Also, I'm seeing Egypt here show up, so you could have ancestors from Egypt, but Spirit really wants you to know to trust where you're led, follow your intuition, and it will always guide you to exactly where you're meant to be. We have aura and fire. So some of you may have this spiritual gift and psychic ability of being able to read the aura of others. So that's something you could look into. But I also feel like you're really able to observe too. You're able to see a situation for what it is. You're able to, like when you walk into a room, you're able to just instantly observe and read the room. That's like one of your gifts. And then we also have fire, spontaneity. So you could be a fire sign, but I also feel like too, you may be able to do like, if you do have this past life of being like a witch, or like I say witch like that, but like high priestess, and just being able to work with fire and herbs and all of the elements, right? Earth, water, fire, air, and really be able to manifest what you want through doing that. So we have warrior woman. We're a warrior. Spiritual warrior. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to be changed. So this is just Spirit coming up saying like, listen, if you want these spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, make sure you're aligning your life to be able to receive them. What do you need to change that's not in alignment? And have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, but I do feel like you have gone through a lot and you've come up on the other side stronger than ever, and people really look up to you. You're like the wounded warrior, right? Wounded healer. Perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Okay, so you're, like I said, you're really good at reading people. I feel like you have this way of seeing through the BS. You have really good perception. You may also be able to look at things from both sides of the coin. And then we have universal love. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. So you guys, again, really compassionate souls, empathetic. You have universal love within you, so much love to give. And that's part of your spiritual gifts and psychic abilities. Now, I'm going to just pull some charms as well. So I'm just going to push this off to the side. Alright, Spirit, for pile number 1, what are the spiritual gifts and psychic abilities for pile number 1, please, Spirit? Pile number 1, spiritual gifts and psychic abilities. Okay, so got lots that came out here. So for letters, just look for initials or words, names, whatever calls to you. And if I see anything, I will shout it out. Like I see May. Maybe that's a month you were born in, was May. We did see Taurus pop up. All right. I also see Dawn. So, oh wow, you guys. Taurus. Taurus. Yeah, there's definitely some Taurus in this group. Taurus energy, wow. We got that anchor here, so I really feel like, you know, part of your spiritual gift too is like you're really able to anchor yourself through all of the pain that you've gone through. You're able to find solid ground and stability through it all, even when times are really tough. I do feel like your angels and your guides are with you. We have a plane, so maybe you travel a lot, or part of your like spiritual gifts is you may relocate at some point to seek after these spiritual gifts and talents that you have. Traveling may be something that is important to you or strikes some sort of bell, rings a bell. But let's see what else we have. We have psychic, yes. Determination, yep, like I said, you're really determined. Witch, I knew it. I knew there was some witches in this group. Musician, so some of you could be musicians. You may connect with music. An herbalist, y'all. What was I saying? I knew we had some witches and herbalists in this freaking group. Alright, pile number 1, that was your reading. I really hope it resonated in one way or another. If it did, give this a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I hope to see you guys next time. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading, all about what spiritual gifts, talents, and psychic abilities you have. This is a collective reading, okay, so just keep that in mind. And also, I have some meditation music on, so hopefully it's not too loud, but I do figure that would be the best background noise as opposed to hearing people downstairs. So, what I'm going to first do is I'm going to shake this dice just to kind of see what energy we're working with that might tie into your spiritual gifts and psychic abilities. So please, Spirit, for pile number 2, what are your spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, spiritual talents for pile number 2, please, Spirit? Alright, we have some Aquarius showing up, which also showed up in the last reading as well. We also have Pluto, as well as the 6th house showing up. You guys are my pile that probably goes through a lot of transformation throughout your life, or you're able to transform others as well. You may have a very strong presence. You may find that you're able to, it might even be like in your daily life, your routines, where you're able to transform those around you. Alright, you could be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Even in your daily work routines as well, like your coworkers and stuff, you may be able to like, you may transform them in some way as part of the psychic abilities. So let's see what this card says. This card says surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. So maybe sometimes too you guys may struggle when it comes to change. It might be difficult for you. I feel like your biggest spiritual growth will come when you surrender to the need of being in control with any sort of outcome, and you allow yourself to go through transformation, transform. All right, so let's see what your tarot says. So we have Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Swords. The Ace of Swords here, I can definitely tell that you get lots of downloads from Spirit. Spirit will communicate with you a lot. And with the Ace of Wands as well, it's like you are a very creative person. I'm sensing some fire and air. So you could be a fire sign, you could be an air sign. Got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Sag, Aries. The Nine of Swords here, it's almost like, what am I getting from this? It's like getting like anxiety almost. So it's like maybe you help others through their anxious thoughts, their anxious problems, or you may have experienced a lot of anxiety yourself, and through surrendering to the divine and working with your spiritual gifts, that helps bring this like major victory, because I do feel like you're meant to be victorious in this lifetime. You're meant to succeed at something that is connected to your spiritual gifts. Seven of Swords, I feel like you see through, you get clarity through all of the deception. You're really intuitive in that sense, where like you see through the lies and the BS, especially as you get older and you go through more of life and you know, experience life more. You really start to see through the lies, the deceptions. But I do feel like you are creative. You have creativity. And you're meant to inspire. I'm getting like maybe you're a speaker. You're meant to talk to people, to share your words. People come to you and look up to you. But let's look at your oracle cards for further clarity here. So we have fertility and we have courage. Now, fertility can mean a few different things. Of course, it could mean that you are very fertile, and like if you're a woman watching this, then you'd be very fertile and you could conceive and give birth to children. That could be part of like your spiritual gift. But what I'm really getting here is creativity and birthing new creations, right? Like creating things, especially because we have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. So I feel like there's something that you're meant to create in this lifetime that is part of your spiritual gift. You're able to create a lot. You have a lot of creativity in you. And also you're a really courageous soul. So like I said, you push through this anxious energy, this Nine of Swords energy. And a lot of people look up to you and probably think that you're really courageous, brave, fearless. You go after what you want. Strong-willed. So we have reflection and we also have faith. So you're able, one of your spiritual gifts is you're able to do the reflection, the inner work. You're able to self-reflect and realize so that you can make those transformations. And you may also act as a reflection, as a mirror to those around you. You reflect their unhealed wounds to them in some way, or you push them to do the reflection and transform, because we do have that Pluto showing up. But you also have a lot of faith. Like you have a lot of faith, whether that is whatever your faith is in, part of your spiritual gifts is having this faith and being able to hold on to faith and overcome any obstacles and transform through tough times. Because you have that faith. I'll look at these. We have Black Moon Lilith, which again is very like, it can point towards like sexuality, and unleashing your feminine side, but it can also talk about the shadow sides as well, like the shadow sides of you, where you do that reflection and you work on that shadow work. And because you're able to do the shadow work, that's where you step into your true power. Also, you may help others do their own shadow work too, their own reflection, their own shadow work, and you transform those around you, but especially you transform yourself, because you do the shadow work. We have the third house, messages, so communication. You could also be a writer, you could communicate in some way. You may be able to communicate with the divine, you may be a tarot reader, you may be someone who works with things of that nature, like esoteric, and you're able to communicate messages to people at the right time when they need to hear it the most. And we also have Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising. But yeah, again, Capricorn just gives me that like determination, strong-willed, really wants to succeed in life. But you're a messenger of some sorts, and you deliver the messages to the people at the right time here, especially because we see the Ace of Swords. So I do feel like, and then I saw again with the Six of Wands here, I saw like public speaking, communication, communicating to an audience. Your communication is coming up a lot. Like, you're meant to share messages, you're meant to share stories, you're meant to share the word with someone. So we have transition with Cancer here, and Leo energy with memory. Okay, yeah, so you're going to go through transitions in this lifetime. Transformations, transitions could be a life path number 11 or a life path number 7. Both really spiritual paths. Also, with memory and reflection, it's like you're meant to, maybe you're meant to share what you've went through, like share your story, share your memories. Your memories may be tied in, like the memories that you've had from childhood, or memories that you've had growing up, or from a hard, dark time, may end up being part of your spiritual gift, because you reflect on those memories and you're able to transform through the reflection on those memories, but then you're also able to share them to help inspire those around you, because you're really an inspiring soul. I feel that. I feel that you are really inspiring. For your past life energy, we have communal living. So in the past life, you lived within like a community that shared similar interests, which is why also I feel like you're meant to share with a lot of people. You're meant to find your community. You're meant to find a community in this lifetime. You're meant to find people who have similar interests as you, and maybe that doesn't always feel that way. Maybe you feel really lonely. Maybe you feel like you are like, where are the people that share the same interests as me? Why can't I find them? But I do feel like you will find them in this lifetime if you haven't already. But that's part of like your past life. So that's a gift that you brought over, was being able to network. I feel like you're able to find community and network, and you're able to share interests with others, and that's inspiring. We also have spiritual teacher here. So you are a spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. You could be a spiritual teacher. Like I said, you are like, people look up to you. The Six of Wands energy. It's like people are surrounding you, waiting to listen to what you have to say. You have something that you need to say, and your words how you say them is all part of your psychic gifts and your spiritual talents. So we also have learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or cause, okay? So you're letting go of self-pity, things like that. You're not making a martyr of yourself, but you are learning to transcend and be of service to others through what you've gone through. So like I said, I feel like you might have gone through something that hurt you, that brought you anxiety, that caused you pain, but now you're becoming that spiritual teacher. You're helping others through tough times that they've gone through to come out on the other side, and you're being of service to others. You're also a student here, so humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Yeah, so you are a student of life, and that's like one of your gifts, is that you're able to, and this also ties into the third house, where you're able to you're able to collect and gather information and then share that information with others in a way that they're able to understand it. And I just saw 1111 on the timer here, so. And then I heard something that just was zoomed by. So that's just like all the signs here. But you're a student of life. You're able to gather, collect information and knowledge, and then you share it with others to help teach and learn, and to help teach others and inspire others. You could be a teacher. You don't even have to be a spiritual teacher, but you know how to teach in a way that helps people understand. You make it easy for them. We also have Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So yeah, you want to bring justice. That's part of your spiritual gift here, is bringing justice to anyone who has gone through it, okay? And then we have child of the divine. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. You are a child of the divine. You have a special connection to the divine. All you have to do is surrender to that connection, and it is yours. So we have wishbone affirmation. So I feel as if you're able to make your wishes come true in this lifetime, but also affirmations would be really important to you. Like saying positive affirmations to yourself when you're in a negative situation, when you're feeling anxious. And I'm not all about toxic positivity on this channel, but I feel like you would benefit from affirmations and doing daily affirmations. Then we have delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. So you're like a beam of light. You shine bright, and when you are happy and you are radiating joy, it's like others can sense that, and then all of a sudden they become happy and they feel joyous because you do. It's like your energy is affectious, right? Is that how they say it? Yeah, your energy is infectious. But basically how you feel is how the others will feel around you. So when you're happy, you light up the room. You lift people's moods. We have priestess here. So how are you being called to step up and lead? You are being called to leadership position with your psychic gifts and abilities and your talents. You're able to step into like a leadership position and role here. Like I said, teacher of some sort. Being able to help inspire others, be a leader to others. The seeds of Mintaka, you could be a Mintaka starseed, but seeing potential of bringing unconsciousness to light, seeing potential in other people. You see the potential in other people. You help them find their potential. You shine light on their potential. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Yeah, you have some rare gifts. Child of the divine, and perhaps you do have some inner child wounds and some inner child healing as well that's needing to be done, where you're able to transform. Pluto energy may be really strong in your natal chart, so like I said, you probably will go through a lot of transformations, and you might even deal with a lot of control situations in your life where people are trying to control you, or vice versa here, and you're learning how to deal with the Plutonian energy in your life. But you have rare gifts, and Spirit is asking you to step up and lead and use these gifts in your everyday life. But let's pull, I'm going to move these out of the way, and I'm going to pull some charms just to see what we get from the charms. Please, Spirit, for pile number 2, what are their spiritual gifts, like abilities, and talents? For pile number 2, please, Spirit. Alright, so we have Leo showing up, as well as Gemini. So it could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're also very generous and very intelligent. And Gemini also rules like some communication as well. So again, I feel like you're meant to communicate something in this lifetime. So here's some letters. If you see initials, words, names, I'll try to shove some out as well if I see any. June. It could be January if that pops out to anyone. We have the number 6, Liz. Just kind of what I'm seeing at the moment, but you can play around with those. So I'm seeing like shell here and palm trees and starfish. Yeah, so I feel like you're really connected to the water. Maybe you feel drawn to water. You find peace in water, like Mintaka as well. You could definitely be a Mintaka starseed. But I do feel like you're meant to have a lot of wealth, abundance in this life. You may also work with, we have the lipstick showing up here. You could work in the beauty industry somehow. Maybe bringing confidence and helping inspire others through confidence, things like that. Let's see what we got. We have light worker, music. So you could connect with music. You could be a singer-songwriter, speaker. I knew it. I knew I would get speaker. You guys are meant to speak your truth. Healer. And medium. So you also have mediumship abilities. So you may be able to connect with the spiritual realm, people who have passed on loved ones. Okay, but dang, I knew you were some speaker of some sort. Communication is hugely connected to your spiritual gifts here. You're meant to communicate something big in this lifetime. Your voice is meant to be heard. Okay, and you definitely have healing abilities. I really hope that this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, give this a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick card readings. Thank you so much for sharing your energy, and I really hope to see you next time. Hello pile 3, if you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading all about your spiritual gifts, talents, psychic abilities. Alright, this is a collective reading, so please keep that in mind. I'm first going to roll the dice here to kind of see what energy we're working with that your spiritual gifts, psychic abilities could be connected to. So please, Spirit, for pile number 3, what are their spiritual gifts and psychic abilities for pile number 3? We have Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, the 10th house, and Jupiter. Wow. So I feel like you are going to have a lot of blessings, growth, and expansion when it comes to your career, when it comes to public recognition. You're meant to use your spiritual gifts and talents in your career for sure. In your public life, you're meant to literally grow and expand in this lifetime with your spiritual gifts. Is kind of what I'm getting here. It's like you have a lot of blessings. You probably have luck on your side. I'm getting a lot of lucky vibes here. But I feel like you will be recognized in this lifetime for your spiritual gifts and talents and your psychic abilities. It's like you're going to be recognized for them in one way or another. But let's take a look at your tarot cards. So we have the Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Magician, Seven of Cups, and the Fool. All right. Yeah, you guys. Okay, so starting off here with the Three of Swords, this is definitely deep, powerful energy. I feel like you have been through a lot of hardships, heartache, hurt. And because you've been through like all of this pain, heartache, hardship, and hurt, it actually brought forth these psychic gifts because you're very empathetic. You could be an empath. But also what I see here is that I feel like in your lifetime, you started in a career. You started in a career that you thought you wanted to do, that you thought was your life purpose, that you thought was your life path here. You started your career, and then all of a sudden it was like, dang, that's not my career. That's not my life path. That's not my life purpose. That's not what I want to do. And all of a sudden you changed your mind and you took a different career path because you're able to manifest that. You're a manifester and you're able to manifest literally whatever you want in this lifetime can be yours. I feel like you've had so many opportunities to use your spiritual gifts in this lifetime, and you've had a lot of new beginnings. You go through a lot of new beginnings, but definitely in your career you went through a new beginning. It's like you started out doing something and then all of a sudden you changed your mind. You're like, you know what, that's actually not what I wanted to do. So you stopped and you did something else that you felt was more in alignment with you. And you're the magician here, you're a manifester. I also feel like you can bring balance into people's lives. A lot of people come to you when they're feeling like they're juggling so many different things, when they need advice. They look up to you to help guide them and bring them wisdom. You have a lot of gifts, I'm getting, with the Seven of Cups energy. It's like you have a lot of gifts. You're also probably a risk taker. You are fearless when it comes to going after what you want. But you definitely have been hurt in the past. And I feel like maybe even you use your spiritual gifts to kind of heal others who have been through similar pain. Yeah, I'm going to look at your oracle cards to get further clarity on this message. That's what I'm seeing at this moment. We have good luck. Wow. You know, with Jupiter, I just knew good luck. Like, luck is literally on your side, you guys. Like, I don't think you understand. But when you feel like your life is about to, like, just come to its lowest point ever, it's like, oh, nope, here's some luck, do your thing, do your magician thing, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, you're back on your feet again, taking off on this new adventure. You might even have a cat, or you might have lost a cat who is like your spirit guide. If you have a cat, it's your spirit guide, okay? If you lost a cat, they're your spirit guide. If you might even find yourself being surrounded by lots of cats. I don't know. Something about cats, good luck, spirit guides. But it's like when you feel like you're at your lowest point, it's like all of a sudden your spirit guides, your spiritual team just comes in and they're like, oh, hold on. Hold on. Here's all of these options for you that you manifested. And now here's your new beginning. Take it. Go. Run with it. But sometimes, because you have so many options, it's like you get overwhelmed with making a decision on which one's the right one to go. Like, maybe sometimes you're like, is this the right path or is this the right path? Am I making the right choice? Am I not making the right choice? But trust is going to be so important. Really trusting in yourself, trusting in spirit. And I feel like you have so much trust in the universe that is why you're able to manifest and do the things that you do in this lifetime. Because you have that trust and that faith. So we also have ideation and movement. Yeah, with this, it's like you're able to bring your ideas to life here. You are literally such a manifester, it's not even funny. You have so many manifestation abilities. You're able to manifest so much in this lifetime. You're also able to bring ideas to life here. You're able to give movement to your ideas. What you want, you can have, is really what Spirit wants you to know. It's like you can have whatever it is you want. The limit does not exist, right? You're also a visionary. You also are really good at communicating ideas to other people. Like if you find yourself with these ideas, it's like you're able to communicate these ideas and people are really receptive to your ideas. So we have Moon, Soul, Virgo, I analyze, Sun, Spirit. So you could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but you're really good also at analyzing situations and making the right decisions. So even when you are like, well, what choice am I supposed to make here? What path is right for me? It's like whatever choice you make is going to be the right choice because you're so in tune with, it's like you cannot make a wrong decision. Like I'm saying that lightly, but at the same time, you have a strong intuition when it comes to what you want. Just know that. Luck is on your side when it comes to what you want. Luck is on your side when it comes to your career, especially. Your public life, recognition. Spirit is within you. You know, that's something that you're learning and it's helping for sure. Oh yeah, protection. You're protected. You're divinely protected. A huge spiritual gift of yours is divine protection and wisdom. So wise. You have gone through so much. You are a wise soul. People come to you for guidance, don't they? I really feel like they do. You could be a life path number 9, life path number 20, or master number 22, master number 11, master number 33. These are just numbers coming to my head here. Life path number 2, healer, healing energy. Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Leo, sun, moon, or rising. But you guys are protected, divinely protected. It's like you have a mission and your spirit guides want to make sure that you succeed when it comes to this mission. And you have tons of wisdom, tons of knowledge that people look to you for answers and advice and your wisdom. So we have Judge here, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Yeah, so you are someone who wants to bring balance to life here, especially between those who are in power and may have control. Did you struggle with authority figures growing up? I'm getting a feeling that you might have struggled with authority figures growing up. People of power. But you want to bring justice and compassion and manage the fair distribution of power. So you don't like seeing other people overpower others or people who are in authority to abuse their power. I mean, truly, who likes seeing that happen? No one, probably. I mean, unless, you know, but you're very strongly opinionated about it. Then we have companion, loyalty, tenacity, and tenacity, blah. Cannot speak, I'm tongue-tied. Guys, wow. Okay, unselfishness. So you are very compassionate, loyal to the ones you love especially, and you aren't selfish. You are not selfish. You are willing to give to others. You are a giver. We also have athlete, just dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Strength of spirit, definitely connected to spirit for sure, but you don't let anything hold you back. You're really determined to push through and achieve what you're meant to in this lifetime. You transcend any physical limits, and you also transcend mindset as well. It's definitely something that I'm getting. And then we also have highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Okay, so empowerment. You're empowering. And you're meant to empower yourself and others in this lifetime. So now we also have here fragmented and coins abundance. You are meant to have tons of abundance. And again, I feel like you have been broken. You've been broken before in the past. You've been broken, but then you put yourself back together. You heal yourself from the inside out. And then all of a sudden you're able to call in abundance. You're able to manifest. You're able to inspire others. You're this beam of light. Everybody looks up to you for guidance and wisdom because you are that powerful. In a past life, you were a monk or a nun in your past life, and you brought over some gifts from that. And in this life, oh, you were also, wow, angels wanted to show up as well. Yeah, I do feel like you're surrounded by angels. You know what? It could also be a starseed as well. That came down with a important soul mission that you wanted to help raise the vibration of this planet at this time. You came down here with that mission to help uplift humanity. And we have speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. You're meant to speak in this lifetime. You're meant to be a speaker. Your message is meant to be heard. People look up to you for wisdom. You have guidance. I see you speaking in front of large groups of audiences, whether that's online or whether that's in person. You're meant to be heard. We have Earth here. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Again, it's like you're meant to like uplift and raise the vibration of this planet. I feel like you're here to help ascend the planet. You could be really tied into nature as well. You may be able to connect with nature. That may be a really grounding energy for you. Now we have messengers showing up, bringing harmony and balance. You are a messenger. Your words are meant to be heard. Like I said, you could possibly be able to connect with spirit through tarot reading, mediumship, anything like that. Communicating messages with people at the right time, at the right place, like divine timing. Your messages get heard. Also bringing harmony and balance. Again, bring harmony and balance into the lives of others, into the world around you. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. You are being the leader you wish you had. That's what it is. In your childhood, you wanted someone so badly to show you the way, to be there for you, and you did not have that. And now you're meant to be that person who you wish you had. You're being that leader you wish you had. You're being that leader who sets an example and doesn't abuse their power. People are going to look up to you. We also have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Yeah, you've hit rock bottom many times before, but when you surrender, that's when your spiritual gifts, your talents really come out and they really shine. You have to hit your rock bottom in order to transcend, in order to level up and raise your vibration, because you have to, you learn those lessons, right? And then you overcome those lessons and those hardships, those struggles. And you transform. And you're helping others do the same. Wisdom. See your hardships as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Yeah, so speak about your hardships. I feel like your story needs to be heard. You're meant to speak about your hardships. You're meant to share your story, inspire others through it, show others that you can be knocked down and get back up. Those hardships are actually what's helping you manifest this career. We have protection again. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. So in this lifetime, you may be also healing soul contracts, calling back your power, healing ancestral wounds, things like that. Cutting the cord with toxic people, getting your soul back, right? Healing family wounds. It's a lot to take on. So, and then, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So again, when you get that feeling of like, ugh, I'm meant to do this, like that intuitive hit, follow that. Follow that, okay? You need to follow that feeling. Now, I want to also get some charms as well, just for some additional messages here. Please, Spirit, for pile number 3. What are their spiritual gifts, talents, and sensibilities for pile number 3? Please, Spirit, pile number 3, spiritual gifts, talents, and sensibilities for pile number 3. Things showing up, so just take a look at the letters here for initials or words that might stand out to you. I see hope. Holding on to hope is going to be really beneficial. Have hope. Strength. Love showing up. Again, I feel like you're really intuitive. You may connect a lot with the water. You may find peace in the water. You could also work in the beauty industry. We have medium. Yep, so you have some mediumship abilities. You're able to contact and connect with those who've passed on. Teacher. You could be a teacher. You could teach somehow. Channel. Yep, you're a channel, a medium. You're able to channel, connect with the divine. Healer. You are a healer. Musician. You know, this definitely showed up in every single pile. So we got a lot of musical talent here. We got wisdom again. Dang, guys, wisdom again just wants to keep showing up. And then we have witch. So you could have been a witch in a past life. You have witchy healing energies. Yeah, those are your spiritual gifts and psychic abilities, guys. I really hope this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick card readings. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I really hope to see you next time. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this pyramid crystal here, then this is your reading, all about what your spiritual gifts and talents and psychic abilities are. This is a collective reading, so please use your intuition, right, and just keep that in mind. Now, first, I'm going to roll the astro dice here to kind of see what energies we're working with. That could be connected to your spiritual gifts. So please, Spirit, for pile number 4, what are their spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, spiritual talents for pile number 4? We have the 10th house. We have Venus as well as Aquarius. So Aquarius wanted to show up so much today. We have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. 10th house, career, public recognition. So you are meant to be recognized, get public recognition, or use your spiritual gifts in your career as well, or be known and be seen for your psychic gifts, spiritual gifts. Also with Venus here, this could be connected to love too. You could also use your spiritual gifts and talents within your love life, or also you could work in a career that connects to love. But we are going to look at the cards to get further information and clarity on this. So let's start with tarot. we've got the Justice card, which is Libra energy. We have the Hermit, Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are meant to balance. You are able to balance. You know, you could be seen as the mediator between people as well, especially in relationships, like a relationship counselor, something like that, like a counselor of some sort. Three of Cups energy gives me like collaboration vibes, working with other people. Six of Pentacles also gives me that like balancing out energy, equal give and take. We get 10 of Pentacles, which means to me that your spiritual gifts is also going to leave behind a legacy here. You may also work with families, again, family counselors, things like that. Hermit, you're able to do the soul searching. Soul searching really helps you connect with your spiritual gifts. Meditation. You may be really good at meditating if you gave it a try. But I also feel like you're able to help people look within and help people heal. You could do a lot of charity work. Get a lot of charity, nonprofit. But what else do we have? We've got transformation, and we also have prosperity. So yeah, I kind of figured that with the 10 of Pentacles showing up that you would have a lot of abundance and prosperity throughout your life when using your spiritual gifts. But I also see that you're meant to go through lots of transformation within your lifetime, and also you may help others go through transformation as well. It's like you help others transform into their best self. You also may bring justice to situations, which helps transform many aspects of life, not even just people, but like you may even be able to help transform like legal systems and things like that. You know what I'm trying to say here? Now we also have hunger and comfort. Okay, so again with the charity work, but also it's almost like you bring comfort to people who feel like they don't have anyone. You may also work with like nonprofits or charities in regards to hunger organizations, like Stopping Hunger, things like that. Really wanting to do good in the world, be there for humanity, help uplift. Like I said, you're a really charitable person. You truly do want to give back to the community. It's beautiful to see, honestly. Your energy is really beautiful. But you want to just bring comfort to people. And you have the ability to bring comfort to people. You're such a loving soul. I mean, with Venus, it's like you're so loving and nurturing, and you want to bring comfort to people, people's lives. People look to you for comfort as well. We have, alright, so we have blue flame. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. Yeah, you are just filled with pure love. You have so much love for humanity. You just want to help others. You want to be that love, compassionate soul to others. You want to see the world at peace, bring peace and harmony, love to everyone. You're so kind-hearted. And we have Chiron, healing. Could be life path number 8, master number 33, 9th house, faith. And then Leo, also 8 again. I will. Abundance is definitely screaming in this reading. Could be Leo, sun, moon, or rising. But yeah, you are a healer. You're definitely a healer. You have a lot of faith. You follow your faith a lot. You may be somebody who likes to travel, who likes to go to school, learn, gain knowledge, gain wisdom. Very determined with the Leo. Really strong, lots of strength, willpower, determination. But definitely a healer. We also have, healing again, as well as agreement. So again, I feel like you're able to bring two opposing people into an agreement. It's really giving me counselor vibes. It's really giving me mediator vibes. It's really giving me like helping people see both sides of the story and come to agreement. You may even be like a lawyer. You could be like a judge, a lawyer, working the law enforcement, things like that. Again, Libra energy, Aries energy as well. But you are such a healer. It's not even funny. You got healing so much showing up here. Now we have throat chakra. So the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower, which is really interesting, blue flame, blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Dang, yeah, you really want peace and balance. That's really what you're here for. It's what your soul wants. That's what your soul is good at, is bringing peace, balance, harmony. You don't like conflict. You don't want to deal with the conflict, but you might deal with the conflict within your career. Like I said, you might be a lawyer. You might work for the legal justice system here. You might work with law enforcement, somehow just bringing about peace and balance. But you're meant to use your throat chakra. You're meant to speak. You're meant to express yourself. You're meant to use your voice. You could be an advocate for others who cannot use their voice. You may stand up for others who, can't stand up for themselves. You're that advocate. You're that person who comes in and you speak up upon their behalf. So we have child nature, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. You could be really close to animals. You could have a lot of animal spirit guides in your life. If you have pets, if you see that animals are really drawn to you, you may connect well with nature. We have poet here, so express soul insights in symbolic language. You could be a poet, you could be a writer. You may have a way of communicating words through poetry. Spotlights your positive and seductive qualities. You could be really romantic. Again, we saw that with the Venus here showing up. I feel like you have a way of, I feel like your touch might even bring your partner a sense of healing. You may have a healing touch. You could be like, you could work with like a massage therapist, or you could do Reiki work, things like that. And then wouldn't you know, we have healer again, guys. Wow. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. You are a freaking healer. It's not even funny. We got it so many times. 1, 2, 3 times now. Healer. You are a healer. You have healing abilities. It's beautiful to see, honestly. You are a beautiful soul. I can feel that. I can feel your energy. It's so beautiful. So healing. Now, in a past life, we have knighthood. So, in a past life, I feel like you were really loyal. You were someone who was about honor and respect. And you brought that into this lifetime as well. You're someone who wants to be loyal. You want to, bring honor and respect to this life. And then for your gifts as well, we have counseling. So again, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Could be a counselor. People may come to you for advice or wisdom or guidance. You may also just be really empathetic. You take on other people's emotions and energies really easily because people do come to you for guidance. And your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So again, every single pile had music show up in one way or another. So every single person watching this somehow can connect with music and finds it really healing, or is really talented when it comes to music, and may even have a beautiful voice and not even know it, or may be able to create music in some way and not even know it. So we also have crystal ball clarity, so you're able to see situations clearly. You're able to bring clarity to other people's lives. You could be that source of that like fortune teller type, but you might be able to, you might have prophetic insights, see the future, downloads from spirit that kind of tell you a little bit about the future, maybe through your dreams even. And then we have power, so you are very powerful. And this again is the lightning bolt. It's like insights that just give you strong insights on what's to come almost. But you're really powerful. Like, look at those. You've got thunder and lightning, and then you have it in the crystal ball as well. So that's really powerful. Now we have baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So you're needing to follow your intuition even if it doesn't make sense. You need to just follow it. Your intuition is going to guide you to your spiritual gifts and talents throughout this life and bring you success in your career and in your love life. We have the 7 star sisters, birth and creations, tapestry of life, expression. Yeah, you're meant to express yourself in this lifetime. Birth and creations, tapestry of life. You could be really creative as well. You could be a star seed. We have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So your ancestors are always with you. You could be healing ancestral wounds in this lifetime. But you are a keeper of the earth. And you might find yourself being really connected to nature and wanting to heal the planet as well. We have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So you do have a soul family that you're meant to, again, like maybe you've had a lot of difficulties with your own family, and in this lifetime you're finding family on a different level. You're finding family through a soul family, soul connection. And don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? You're not meant to dim to fit in. In this lifetime, you're meant to stand out. Stop hiding who you truly are. Don't be embarrassed of yourself. Don't be embarrassed of your gifts, of your abilities. Let the authentic self, your authentic self shine through. That's really important. Okay, so now I want to look at your charms for further information and further clarity on this message for you. Please, Spirit, what is pile number 4's spiritual gifts, spiritual talents, and psychic abilities for pile number 4, please, Spirit? Spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, talents for pile number 4. That is flying. Spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, and talents for pile number 4. So we have some letters, and you could see if you see initials, words that may make sense to you, may stand out. So with the light bulb here, I can see that you're really creative and you probably get a lot of ideas and downloads from spirit, like I was saying with the lightning. Wow, we have Libra showing up again. So definitely lots of Libra energy. Definitely wanting to bring balance and peace and harmony to those around you. Being that mediator, being that counselor, that person that people come to mediate situations. You just have the ability to see all sides of the situation. We have teacher, so you could be a teacher. We have peace. Yep, you want peace, you want balance, you want harmony. We have light worker. You are a light worker. And we also have speaker. Yep, so you're meant to speak, use your voice in this lifetime, which I definitely saw that with the throat chakra. So yeah, those are your spiritual gifts, talents, and psychic abilities, pile number 4. I really hope that this resonated in one way or another. If it did, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. Thank you for sharing your energy, and I really hope to see you guys next time.